Welcome to the Effortlessly Abundant Life podcast. I'm Natalia, a certified hypnotherapist and a mindset shifter. Not too long ago, I was a broke, burned out, multi-passionate, single woman to now making six figures effortlessly, marrying the love of my life and attracting what I want by using my unique bridge method. I'm here to help you achieve the results you want in any area of your life by owning your true unique self with less doing, less stress, and definitely less effort. Now let's jump to today's episode in 3, 2, 1. Hello, gorgeous souls, and welcome to another episode of Effortlessly Abundant Life. I wanted to share with you something super, super cool that I was realizing that I don't really talk about a lot in my podcast. And I think if you are in sales, if you are in the world of business, and truthfully, I feel like we all are selling something somehow all the time. Even if you're not, quote unquote, a salesperson, you're not a business development executive, whatever that title is, you're always selling something. You're always expressing something that somebody else needs and create some kind of that connection. And I wanted to talk to you today about something really cool that happened to me. That is, I closed close to $500,000 in sales. Okay. And it happened in one day, literally in one day. And I was thinking about it, what it was in that moment, in that day. And I was kind of reverse engineering what happened there. How did I get to this point? And how can I share with you I would say the strategy, but also the mindset, the energy behind it. So you can apply it if you have your sales job, if you have your business, and you feel that selling just feels draining. It just feels yucky. It just feels you don't even know how to do it, and if you do it right. And the way it happened, it was very interesting. It happened actually on my birthday. It happened on my birthday, and on my real birthday, which is February 29, which is a loop year. So it's like every 4 years, I only have this one day that is actually my birthday. And I just remember putting the intention of how cool would that be to have my biggest sales day ever. Like that, literally like that. And I remember I actually spoke to my boss and I was just telling him that. And he kind of laughed. And of course, he didn't take me seriously. And I cannot kid you not, the whole day was like boom, 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 notification after notification. And I was like, whoa, what is happening here? And I just wanted to really bring to you this possibility to inspire you, to expand you to what is possible. Okay? Because everything is truly possible. So my way of selling is completely different from anything you see out there. And it truly took me time after years and years of trying and following others people's techniques and strategies and what they told me how I should sell to really narrow to the really potent formula that really helped me to generate money. And I got to the point where it just comes to me. It just comes to me, and it's not this salesy, pushing, hustle, grind, learn your spiel type of script, type of going door to door or cold messaging, this is not the vibe here. The vibe here, and what I believe in sales, that sales should be not one way of you should kind of like, as I said, follow a certain script in a very kind of masculine and number game where you see 100 people, then you're going to close 10. Like, I don't believe in that. I believe that there's a smarter way to utilize your energy, to utilize who you really are, that it feels authentic, because there's nothing more potent than actually selling from an authentic place, because people feel it. One of the biggest things when it comes to selling is trust. And people don't know, a lot of times it's not what you say, it's your body language. But your body language just comes from your subconscious mind. Now, I get all the mirroring techniques that people use, fantastic. But when you truly connected to somebody, when you're truly present with somebody, when you truly are saying things from your heart, from your soul, and they're authentic, they're real, you're not bullshitting, people feel that. People feel that vibration of authenticity that is so, as I said, is so magnetic, and people gravitate to that. And people immediately feel the connection. People feel the trust. And people also like you, which are consistent of three things to actually get the sell. And I was thinking about it, how there's no more, like, somebody needs to talk about it. And I was like, oh my God, I gotta share this with more people. So I decided that I want to do a masterclass. It's going to be a 2, maybe hour and a half, just depends on where we're going to take it. But I'm going to lay down for you the truly everything you need to start selling. And it's not this one technique, one way that you need to follow. And if not, you're not going to make the sales. It's actually teaching how you meant to sell. What is your unique way of selling? How you can use your human design, your energy imprint, your code, who you really are, to use it for your advantage. So you're amplifying this energy that is starting to magnetize the people. And how I did it. And I sold in multiple industries. If I'll tell you the things that I did, oh my God, I was selling dental. I was doing sales in dental office where I sold implants, and I sold Invisaligners, and I sold cosmetics, and I sold makeup, and I sold perfume and skincare and construction and real estate. And like, if I'm going to tell you how many things the things that I sold, and of course what I'm doing selling online as well, which is another whole other breed, right? It's a whole different thing. But really, it comes down to you. It's really about coming down to you, because again, everything is a reflection of your inner being. Everything always is a reflection of your inner being. So if you don't believe in you, if you don't believe in what you're selling, if you are thinking that you're not enough or whatever it is, you're not, like, there is this inconsistency. There's this split energy that you're offering that doesn't allow people to connect to you. So I went on this rant, but the reason why I'm talking about it, if you feel sales is hard, you're not making the numbers you want to make, you feel like you want to learn how to sell. Maybe you are never tried it, but you're like open to it, because let me tell you, sales is the number one skill that I really feel everybody should learn, because as I said, we're all the time selling something. If it's in your job, even if you work in a corporate job, right? You're selling yourself to your boss to get the raise, to get the bonuses, to get the better position. Even as a singer, I was selling myself on stage. How do I convey with clarity, with my body language, right? With my voice, with my presentation, with my presence, how make that connection with my audience to sell them on what I'm actually singing. When you think about it, everything is selling. When you're dating, quote unquote, you're selling yourself, right? But not in here's what I'm like, you're probably listening to this like, what do you mean selling myself? What I'm like, this is not a market. No, this is not what I mean. What I mean is selling is attracting. This is how I see selling. Selling is not about go out there and hit your quotas and numbers, and that's just like boring and just not the feminine or my way of looking into sales. Sales is about knowing who you really are, truly owning what you want, and actually expressing it with clarity, right? Energetically and physically. And people will magnetize to that. People will listen to you. And you can apply to literally anything in life. So if you're interested, go to my Instagram at Effortlessly Abundant Life. There is a pre-sale price for only $97. So if you're interested to be part of this masterclass, and I'm not doing a course, I'm like literally, this is it. I'm not holding back of anything that I know for the past, how long I've been selling for like a good 20 years, if not 25. Okay. Sales was always something that allowed me to live the life that I have today and taught me so much about myself. But if you're interested in that, go DM me, Sell Your Way, to get the pre-sale price for only $97. As I said, I'm not holding up on anything. You're going to get everything you need in this. You're going to learn how to use your human design energy type to know how you actually meant to sell. And what I wanted to talk to you about today, when I thought about generally what made me actually to get to that point where closing almost $500,000 in a day is possible. Obviously, it's not just this day. When people say to you, oh, it happened just that day, and it's like, no, there's a whole thing that I did for years and years prior to that, right? That allow me to get to that point where it's just that one day. But that's what I'm talking about, like self-development and healing journey. You think like you're going and you're doing and you're learning and it's not really getting to where you want. And then one day you're getting the quantum leap results. So I know I don't want you to be sold on this idea as like, this is, if I'm going to tell you all these things, you're going to do it today, it's going to happen today. Could be, that would be awesome. But I also want you to honor yourself and know that it's not just the money. It's what you can actually hold within you in your nervous system. What do you actually hold and know to be truth and believe in it? There's so much more. It's not just numbers. It's what your story about those numbers are. So as I said, I shared with my boss and I was talking about it and I was going about my day. I was seeing the clients. I was going through my job sites, checking on my guys, and I was not even thinking about it, right? But when I thought about what really made that happen is first of all, believing that it's even possible. Like, think about it. A lot of times we say, oh yeah, of course I want $500,000 in sales in one day. But then when I'm really asking you, do you really believe it is possible? Well, yeah, if this and this happens, like, you start to rationalize it. If it's not a full body yes, there is something there as of a belief or story or a block or some wound that needs to be addressed to really make it so believable for you, unquestionably believable for you, that is possible. And actually being open for it and trust it. Because when I put the intention out there in that morning, I trusted it. I wasn't like, thinking to myself, well, it would be nice. And like, I wasn't going from that energy. I was like, it would be so cool. And I just decided in that moment and I said it. And I truly was open for it. I was like, I'm open for it. I trust it for it to happen. A lot of times when things are not happening to us right there, right here, we're like, oh, it's not working. But you don't understand underneath what is happening. All the rearranging the universe is doing, all the things that is happening and shifting in order to make the things you want to happen actually happen. So don't think that the universe is not listening. Don't think Source, God, is holding it back from you. There's no such thing. Remember, it's easy as you asked it, it's been given to you. It's done. It's just a matter of when and the how that is not up to you. But a lot of times you can collapse time when you are doing the work, the inner work, which that's what I'm leading me to my next point, which I really tapped into my subconscious mind. I did so much healing on subconscious mind that it's even possible, because I grew up as an immigrant to two blue collar, hardworking parents, immigrant parents, that drilled in my head that working in a government job is the best thing that I can ever do for my life and will be the best thing. And I actually made it in life. And if I have this kind of job in my life, and I make triple than what they make together. After years and years and years of my mom being a nurse and my dad being a top engineer. If I didn't work on my inner capacity to actually be okay with these numbers, to not feel like this is this big jump or a big gap or a big number, and really understand that it's like, of course, it's like breathing, it's like drinking my water, it's like it's no big deal. But it took me time to increase my capacity, which what I'm talking about, which is raising your financial thermostat. Like from this belief working, right? Working on your subconscious mind, really holding your nervous system to be able to hold this kind of number, is where you can start raising your thermostat. You can raise your financial decision of what you believe is possible for you. And I believed it. And I set my thermostat in that number. And then, truly, what I feel changed my selling game and just the way I show up in life and everything. And that's why I'm obsessed with human design. And that's why I love doing it for my clients and do the readings and really teaching people how to tap into their it factor, how to make decisions. And I use human design. I use my unique human design as a manifesting generator of how I actually meant to sell. I'm not meant to sell 9 to 5. I'm meant to move from thing to thing. I meant to follow what's exciting for me, even though it doesn't make sense. Even though, quote unquote, it doesn't connect directly to what I do in my job, right? Sometimes sitting on a bench and listen to a podcast is actually very productive, because that's what my soul nudged me towards. There's a reason. And then I sit there on the bench and I meet 2 of my clients. They're like, oh, I'm so happy I ran into you because I have this and this and this thing that I want you to do. And it happened to me. Like, you never know. You never know. And that is what's exciting about selling, because it's not like this mandate. Every single day looks the same. You're calling the same people. You feel like you're following up. You feel like you are reacting versus being proactive and trusting and magnetizing your energy. And trusting that what you do is enough and not overkilling it, not over taking away your energy and the potency of your soul because you didn't hit your numbers that day. So you need to work extra hard or you're punishing yourself. Like, this is something that I cannot stand. And I've been there. That's why I was like, there's a better way. And that is what it actually allows me to be not only a better salesperson, but a better mom, better communicator, better person, better partner. Because I'm present, because I'm following my joy. I'm not a slave to my money. I'm not in this desperate need of clients, of coming to me. This is the most unattractive energy you can ever encounter. And I'm sure you've been there, where somebody was just like, did you get my email? I'm following up on this and this and this. Or why did you not sign up? Or this energy of neediness and this. No, But again, it's not about the script. You can say the script, but if your energy and your belief and who you believe you are and what you believe is possible for you is not backing this up, you're not going to hit your numbers, or actually above your numbers. So for me, I'm actually a specific manifester. And for me, it really took time. How do I get intentional with what I'm choosing to call in? Right? And that is something, again, that I teach you in how to do it in human design. Like, how do you set your thermostat using your human design so it doesn't feel there's a disconnect, or does it feel like there's this tension or split energy when one way you like, I want it, but then there's other way in this energy behind it of like, but I don't really believe it's possible, or I don't believe it's safe for me to hold this money. Because what does that mean for me if I make more for my parents? What does it mean about me if I make more than my partner? What does that mean about me that I'm now in a different tax bracket where I need to pay more tax? Like, these are the thoughts that a lot of people have and feel, and I had them for sure, where, I had to really look at the what does the numbers represent for me, but knowing that this is what keeps me limited, because these are the representation, those numbers, right? It's not about the numbers, it's not about the money, it's about your expansion. What do you believe you can hold? And the more you can hold of the abundance and learning, expand your capacity to receive more, there's nothing more satisfying than that. And that is what I'm truly, truly excited to share with you guys. So if you feel this actually talk to you, feel like, oh my God, I'm a business owner, I'm a salesperson, or I just want to learn how to do sales and I want to do it from a way that feels good, that feels more like me, and you really want to learn how to do it from somebody that has experience of 25 years doing this in different industries and doing it in a way that combines mindset, subconscious rewiring, also hypnosis and human design, and of course the practical, the nitty-gritty things you actually need to do and how you can actually maximize your capacity to sell without burning yourself out like I did 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago, right before COVID. Literally, COVID saved my life, because if this would not happen, this immediate stop, I would not be here, because I was so burned out. And that is why I'm so passionate to share with more people. There is a different way. There is a way that it feels good, and it doesn't have to cost you thousands of dollars. Only it costs you $97. If you right now go to my Instagram at Effortlessly Abundant Life, if it's still on the pre-sale price, go DM me, sell your way. And if it's still in the pre-sale period, you're going to get the $97. And even if you're not, it's still such a good masterclass that you're going to get so much money, your money worth from, that it's not even a question. So all the details you're going to get there once you contact me, and I'll send you the link and everything you need to have it do. And with that, guys, I love you so much. I'm going to spend a day with my family. It's pretty nice in New York, so I'm very excited to just kind of like really explore more cool things here and just be in nature. Sometimes it's exactly what we need. And with that, loves, I love you. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon.